You're listening to the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show on the Big Talker, 1250 WTMA and WTMA.com.
Welcome back, Charleston, to the last few minutes of the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show here on the Big Talker, 1250 WTMA and WTMA.com. And so we've been talking this morning about just dealing with some challenging situations, whether it be dealing with a challenging client. Sometimes our own clients are a challenge to work with. Sometimes, of course, it's the folks on the other side of the table. Sometimes it's dealing with the challenging situation of trying to get a home sold that just for whatever reason can't sell. How do you as a seller look at that? How do you as a real estate agent kind of self-audit and say, what do I need to be doing a better job of? Every once in a while, and of course, even me, if you're not learning, if you're not going through experiences like this, you're not growing. But every once in a while, we have situations where we're just like, man, I could have done a better job of that. And so you grow, you get better, you improve, you're more of an asset to your clients, and life goes on. Anybody that's, done that level of business that we've done is, they're going to have plenty of times in which they've fallen down and then picked themselves back up and gotten better and moved on. And that's those stories, those issues, those lessons are what separate the experienced agents from those that don't have as much experience. And so I want to talk for the last few minutes now about what's happening with these iBuyer programs that are emerging, that have emerged really over the past year and a half or so, that are disrupting our industry. And for those of you that don't know what this is, there are programs now, and you'll see it if you go online. All the rage used to be, hey, find out how much your home is worth on my website so that I can capture your information, provide you with something of value, and then you become a lead that I follow up with over time. So now you have all these programs that are saying, hey, we'll make you an instant offer. We'll make you a cash offer right now. All you got to do is put in all your information. And so you put in the information, you start to review the offer. And by the way, Charleston doesn't really have these big iBuyer programs yet. They're launched in big cities like Charlotte and Atlanta and obviously Vegas and, Texas. But the reason they're emerging at such a rapid pace is because real estate is a very low barrier to entry. You got to be 18, have a high school education, and for about a little under $1,000 and 90 hours worth of education, you can get your real estate license. And so because the barrier to entry is so low, and the overall value that a lot of these agents provide is frankly low, we're a prime target for disruption in our industry. So these companies come along and they say, hey, we'll make you a competitive offer. And at the face value, these offers look pretty decent. They're only going to take maybe a few percentage points off of their opinion of fair market value. Really important that we first understand that, like Zillow as an example, that is now making offers and purchasing real estate, which, by the way, has crushed their stock. I don't know if you've seen that recently, but they were down like 20 points. Not putting up very impressive numbers, Zillow, by the way. But they'll make an offer, and so let's say that the Zillow Zestimate for, all intents and purposes is $100,000. And so the offer might be for $97,000. And you're looking and you're saying, okay, well, it's only 3% off. A real estate agent's going to charge me $6,000. You've, of course, got closing costs that you're still going to have to pay as a seller, whether you sell to one of these iBuyer programs or you sell traditionally using a real estate agent. But then they're going to hit you up with something like a transaction fee or a convenience fee. And those fees are going to be pretty significant. They're going to be 6%, 9%, 12%, 15%. And on top of that, you still have repairs that they're going to negotiate because it's still subject to a home inspection. And they're going to take the quote-unquote cash value of those repairs off of the price based on the results of the inspection, so that when it's all said and done, when you compare what you're going to sell your home to, just an end-user buyer using a real estate agent versus these companies, you're making 12 to 15% less through these these services, these instant sale services. And so some sellers out there are saying, you know what? I know that I'm taking a haircut. I know that I'm about to lose 15% of my equity, and that money is being stripped away from me. But I'm okay with it because I want the convenience of not having to deal with having people walk through my house and and just go through this whole process. Personally, I'm surprised that we're there, that we're so willing to inherit levels of convenience that we're willing to give away in some cases tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars in equity. But the real value in a real estate agent is your ability to help people not have as much stress and get more money for their house. I mean, all you had to do is underprice your home by 2 percentage points and sell it in 30 days or less. Let an agent like me take care of the process, and you've just made an extra 10%. But this will be interesting to watch, something that I want to kind of put in my back pocket, and we'll talk a little bit later about. And if you want to sell your house, I'll make you an immediate offer, and you don't have to go through any of that stuff. You just have to give me a call, 843-400-8009, and I'll make you a cash offer, 843-400-8009, or go to listingsincharleston.com. Thanks for tuning in to the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show on the Big Talker 1250 WTMA.
Join us for another edition of the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show next Saturday morning at 9 and Sunday morning at 10. Contact Brian Beatty online at listingsincharleston.com. That's listingsincharleston.com. Or call him at 843-345-1273. 843-345-1273.